Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about bankruptcies and rebuilding your credit after you have bankruptcy. So whether it's chapter 7 or chapter 13, I want to talk about the steps that you guys can take to start rebuilding your credit after bankruptcy. Bankruptcy do not have to ruin your life. You guys can start rebuilding your credit after bankruptcy. So I guess like the next month, I'm going to really be focusing on those people that had bankruptcy in the past and just teach you guys how you guys can just move on and start having the life that you want. Now, the first thing is I want you guys to remove your bankruptcy from your credit reports. So yes, if you guys have a bankruptcy, you know that that thing is going to start reporting to the credit bureaus, and you really need to remove that bankruptcy from your credit reports. So I recently had a client. I wish I had those results here too. I'm going to have it in the next video, but it's probably a little too late for me to pull it up now. We had a client start with me, and we got their bankruptcy removed in less than 30 days. And the bankruptcy on TransUnion. Now, on Experian, they did not delete it. They had on TransUnion and Experian, but on TransUnion, it was deleted. And those are the type of wins you want to celebrate, because now we just have to focus on removing that last bankruptcy from Experian. But you can see bankruptcies, public records is what it's listed as, can be removed from your credit reports. And it's something that you all do want to, you guys should remove. Like, you guys should work to remove it. Now, a lot of times when you dispute bankruptcy, you will see that, you know, one bureau will delete it right away, the other bureau is going to take their sweet time, but just keep trying no matter what, and then hopefully that bankruptcy will be removed pretty soon. And again, somebody else getting a bankruptcy removed from their credit reports. So next time I'm going to make sure I have the other one, because literally you'll see that it was just recently deleted. But that client, less than 30 days, that's just amazing, you know, and don't happen all the time. But the thought that it did happen, and seeing that, you know, a lot of my clients do get results like that, like a month, 2 months, 3 months. It's different for every client, but just to see amazing results like that, I just want to show you guys that, just to encourage you, like, it's possible. Okay, but that's the first thing. You want to work to remove that bankruptcy from your credit reports. If you guys go to my website, Rickita.com, I also have a bankruptcy removal letter. I have bankruptcy removal letters on here. It's 4 letters in this package. These are the letters that I use to help clients remove bankruptcies from their credit reports. So you guys can check it out. It's only $27. I hope that you guys find success with it. But I wanted to make sure I made this available for everybody, because you can see one of my clients' credit score went up 129 points from that bankruptcy being deleted. So it's very, very important that you guys work to remove it. And just let me know in the comments, you know, what's your results? How did it work for you? So definitely remove that bankruptcy from your credit reports. Now, not only do you want to remove that bankruptcy, but you want to make sure you remove all the accounts that's included in your bankruptcy. So you're going to see that you have a lot of accounts that you have to just include in your bankruptcy, whether it was positive or negative. And you're going to see that the comments are going to say included in bankruptcy, and you really want to remove those accounts, especially if they were once charged off or collections. You want to remove them from your credit reports, period. Okay, you need to be able to move forward, and you need to be able to get those accounts removed. Now, the letter that I showed you is literally just for that bankruptcy reporting. You guys, I have a free dispute letter that you all can check out to remove the accounts from your credit report. So again, my website, Rickita.com, you can schedule a call here, do a home buying application, check out my events and home tours in Florida. But if you were to go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see this right here: 5 ways to increase your credit score, 60 points in 60 days. So if you go ahead and click on that, then you put your name, email address, and phone number in. Once you do that, you're going to get 3 different dispute letters. You're going to get a dispute letter to remove those accounts that I was talking about that's including your bankruptcy. You're going to get a dispute letter for inquiries, and then you're going to get a dispute letter that you're going to send to those collection companies that's saying, hey, we have a new account for you. If you don't respond to us, we're going to put on your credit reports in 30 days. I have a free dispute letter that you all can use and send to them, so you can stop them from putting on your credit reports. And then also hopefully stop them from even trying to continue to try to collect on that debt. So definitely check that out. The next one is pay down your credit cards. So you guys may still have some credit cards that's open, or maybe, you know, you're a year after bankruptcy, you may have gotten a credit card or two, but pay down your credit cards. Your utilization is very, very important. So whatever credit cards you have, make sure that you pay them down. I don't know what else I have to say about that, but just utilization is important. Pay down those credit cards. Now, the fourth thing is make sure you guys have at least 4 credit cards reporting and 2 installment accounts. So I always tell people 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts. That's like the basic. You need accounts reporting saying that you are paying on time and that you do have credit extended to you. You do not want to try to apply for credit cards you only have negative accounts on there, because who's going to want to give you a credit card and you don't have any positives on there? That's just being honest. Now, on my website again, yes, Rickita.com, you guys will be able to see right before we seeing this right here, you will see that I have lists of credit cards here. So you can check out like the best credit cards for bad credit and the best credit cards to build credit. Check out both of these lists and find out, which credit cards would be best for you. So there's a lot of different credit cards on here. Self is a good one if you had bankruptcy in the past. The credit builder card is a great credit card. They're not going to check your credit if you have bankruptcy in the past. Kickoff is another great one. It's not going to check your credit. Discover is secure. This one is going to be kind of tricky if you had a bankruptcy. But if your bankruptcy is probably 2 to 3 years old, still try it. They can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So check that out. Also, we got the Tumo credit card. This one's not going to look at your credit at all. They're just going to look at your banking history. So if you got good banking history, nice deposits on your account, this may be a great one for you. Another one is the Navy Federal Secure credit card. I usually tell people wait 2 years to get this one too, because it may be a little bit harder to get it. But it's a great card that you want to be able to get. The Pedal One Visa can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. And just in case you don't know, pre-qualification without a hard inquiry means that they're going to tell you yes or no on whether or not they can give you that credit card without giving you a hard inquiry. And that hard inquiry can drop your credit score 3 to 10 points. So I always tell people, if they can tell you yes or no without giving you that hard inquiry, then that's the card that you need to get. I like it. Now, this is the Capital One Platinum Secure. Definitely try to pre-qualify for Capital One credit cards. They got the Platinum and they have the Quicksilver. Those are great cards for you. Open Sky Visa. So the Open Sky card, you can get a credit card up to $3,000. You do have to put a deposit down for these credit cards. Any credit card with Open Sky, but they're not going to check your credit, which is really good. Also, the Discover is Student. If you're a student, Credit One Bank, and check these fees, especially for like Credit One Bank, check the fees. Mission Lane is a great one, but check the fees. Prosper is a good one, but definitely check the fees. Milestone is another good one, but check the fees. And when I say fees, I mean like the annual fees. So Indigo is another one. Destiny is another one. I want you to try to get those credit cards, but make sure that you all are checking the fees on those credit cards, because if you having a crazy annual fee, like a very high annual fee, it's just going to bring you back. Like, this is going to take you back. It's not pushing you forward. And I want you to only really have these credit cards for 6 months to a year before you try to get more credit cards. So if it does have a crazy annual fee, we need to get you into additional credit cards so that you could possibly close that credit card out before you keep paying those crazy annual fees. So just keep that in mind. Now, when you get these credit cards, step number 5 is keep that utilization under 5%. Like I said, pay down your credit cards, but that's perfect sweet spot is a 5% utilization. Like, if you guys just keep your utilization under 5%, ooh, lightness scared me. Keep your utilization under 5%. Then you guys will be great. Okay, that lightning really scared me. And say if you guys have a credit card, when it's due, when your credit card is due, you can pay it all the way down to that 5%. So if you have a $200 credit card, you can pay everything but the $10. Okay, that would be the 5%. You can keep that $10 balance on there if you want to, or you can completely pay it off. But what I don't want you to do is have a $200 credit card and then you have a $190 bill and you only pay $40, and now your bill is $150, and they're going to report that to the credit bureaus, because that's going to be a 75% utilization, and I don't want you guys to have a 75% utilization. I want you guys to be at 5% or lower, okay? Because you will just have the best credit score possible. Now, the next thing I want you to think about is removing your inquiries. Again, try to pre-qualify for credit cards, the ones that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. That would really be best. But remove any additional inquiries you have on your credit reports. I just find that, even if you used to get like an extra 5, 10, 15 points for removing inquiries, it'll be worth it. Plus, when you guys go ahead and apply for more credit cards in the future, some credit cards are going to say, hey, we're not going to give you a credit card because you got too many inquiries. And I just don't want that to be a reason why they're going to reject you. You know, you get your bankruptcy off, you get your negative accounts off. Now they're like, hey, you got too many inquiries. Take care of those inquiries. Now, I had a client that is like, Rickita, I'm trying to get a house. I got to go through these steps. And I was like, hey, you kind of did everything that you can do. You can settle out this last collection. That's $100 some, and you know that's because you want to move fast. You can try to see if they can just sell it with like a pay for deletion, or delete that account. Continue to work to delete that account from your credit reports. But if they won't do it and you need to get your credit score higher very quickly, think about adding a trade line to your credit reports. And I'm going to extend that to you guys too. Add a trade line to your credit reports. If you already filed bankruptcy, you know, after 1 year, chapter 13, you can apply for a mortgage, and then after 2 years, chapter 7, you can apply for a mortgage. If your credit score is not where it needs to be, you already did all these steps, and just your credit score is not moving fast enough for you, and you need to do all these things now. Like, Rickita, I'm trying to get a mortgage now. I'm trying to get a car now. Think about adding the trade line on. And if you guys have any additional questions about trade line, definitely schedule a call. I'll be happy to talk to you guys about trade lines. You can do that right on my website, Rickita.com. So right here next to my face, schedule a call. So definitely schedule a call. I'll be happy to help you all. Now, that was the 7 tips for you. I have a bonus tip since you guys made it to the end. This is something that literally changed my life, and I still panic. I literally make sure I put all of my bills on auto pay, and it's changed my life, but I still panic. I'm like, oh my gosh, did one of my credit cards come out? Did I put on auto pay? I still panic some, because that was one of my biggest things, is late payments. Oh my gosh, that was one of the biggest things. But auto pay can save your life, you guys. So make sure that you put all of your bills on auto pay. And also, if you want to go a step further, you can put all of your bills. You can calculate how much all your bills is, put it in an account where it's going to be taken out every month, and just make sure that you doing that transfer at the beginning of the month. Everything is on auto pay to come out of that account. It'll save your life. That way you will know, okay, I'm a little bit short on this, or I got to figure this out or figure that out. You will know what you're short on. But just set that thing up on auto pay, all of them, and you guys will see a great difference in your credit score and in your life too. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. Really follow these tips. I know it was a lot talking fast, plus the thunder scaring me, but I know that if you guys really follow these tips and you take your time and you do it right, you know, take your time, you know, remove that bankruptcy, even if it take you a year, every month, continue sending out letters to the credit bureaus. Also, with those negative accounts, every month, continue to send out those letters. I don't care if they keep saying it's verified, it's, you know, don't matter. Don't think about that, because I had clients where we just kept sending out letters over a year, and it eventually came off, and that means they didn't have to wait to 7.5 years. So do not panic. You know, everybody accounts will come off at a different pace, but if you never do it, we just don't know how long it will take for you. But we will know when you actually start going through the process, start working to remove those accounts. I had our meeting yesterday. I'm going to have more meetings, you guys, for my exclusive credit membership. So make sure you guys sign up for my membership too. I think I should have that link in the description, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.